Welcome to the Dr. Dare Show. My name is Dr. Frederick Dare, and I want to welcome you to my YouTube channel. And before we get started, I want you to subscribe to my channel, like this video, share it, and don't forget to hit the little button below so you'll know when I'm uploading new content to my channel. Today we're talking about anger management. And what we want to do is how to identify if you need anger management. So first of all, I want to start this off by saying we all get angry. So this is not a video to beat anybody up or act like we're perfect, because we're not. We all get angry. We all get upset when someone does something that we don't like. That's just a natural reaction and a natural feeling. But the problem comes when that anger goes from 0 to 100 immediately. So first of all, we want to identify two types of anger. First type is state, S-T-A-T-E. State anger is your normal anger. It's just, for example, if someone at work ate your lunch out of the work refrigerator, of course you get angry. And you're like, why did they eat my lunch? But then you just go to the cafeteria and buy something for lunch and eat it, and you move on with your day, and there's no problem. State anger is usually situational. This is where everybody usually gets angry. It doesn't require anger management because it's not impacting your life. What we say in the therapy world is if something impacts your functionality, like you can't function day to day because this problem is there, then you need some assistance. But if you're fine and you just have a little anger here and there, and it's not impacting you going to work, it's not impacting your job, it's not impacting any of that, then it's not an issue. So you would need anger management if you had state, S-T-A-T, anger. But the other second type of anger is trait, T as in Tom, R-A-I-T, anger. Trait is, say for instance, we'll do the same example. If someone ate your lunch and at work and you were pissed, you went from 0 to 100. You walked around that office trying to figure out who ate your lunch. You couldn't focus at work. You couldn't go back to your desk. Anybody that tried to talk to you, you just chewed them out and just made them feel bad. And then you went home and to your wife or your husband, and you let them have it. Your whole day was ruined, basically. That's trait anger. Now, trait anger, T-R-A-I-T, that's when you need anger management. That's when you need some guidelines to what do I need to do to get this under control. Now, I am a certified anger management specialist, and I've worked with mandated clients, and these are some of the things some of the scenarios that I saw. People were being sent to anger management groups because their job identified that they were an angry person because they blew up at work, and sent them to anger management training. They still in their minds like, I don't have any anger issues, but everybody around you is seeing it, but you're avoiding it because maybe you don't see it. So that's why this video is a help. So that's why, to recap, I'm helping you identify that you need anger management if you have trait anger. If you have state anger, not so much. Also, I wanted to explain what anger does to your brain when you get angry. So when you get angry, your left hemisphere of your brain, that's where logic things take place. That's how you rationalize. That's how you analyze things with your left hemisphere. But when you get angry, that impacts that processing. And so you can't even think of what you're doing if you're so angry. And that's why a lot of times when you're angry, or people, when they were coming to me for anger management, they would say, I went blank. Everything went blank once I was angry. And then once I did what I did and I came out of it, I didn't know what happened. You do not want to get yourself in that situation, because you can either lose your job, you can hurt someone that it sends you to jail, you can lose a place where you live. There's so many consequences to trait anger and having that 0 to 100 mentality. When I think of trait anger, the first thing that I think of is like road rage. Like if you cut somebody off, somebody with trait anger, they're gonna follow you and follow you, curse you out. They may even try to harm you. But that's trait anger, and that's when you need anger management. And so I wanted to present some coping mechanisms so that this video is not just me talking, it's actually giving you some things to, some coping mechanisms to help you through anger management. First one is being mindful. Mindfulness. I know we throw that term around a lot. You see it a lot of places. But what mindfulness is the act of being aware of yourself, being aware of yourself in the moment, in time, right now. Like for instance, I have on a black, burgundy, and white shirt and black shoes. So I'm aware that I am what I have on. I'm aware I'm feeling good right now. I'm making this video. There's nothing on my mind that's making me feel upset or anything. I'm aware of that. So with anger, I know we all can tell when we're starting to get angry when we're in a conversation with someone and they're saying something to piss you off. You're aware of that. So what I'm going to describe it as this feeling of emotions coming right here. And then when it gets here and here, it just takes over. Again, that left hemisphere shuts down. There's no more logical thinking. And you're just letting them have it. And we don't want that. We want to become aware of that feeling that's coming up here and stop ourselves. Because, for example, I do it at work all the time. When a client calls me or sends me an email, you didn't do this, you didn't do that, you did. Before I respond, because I could feel my emotions coming up here, my anger coming up here, I'm like, okay, hold on. Let me just research that and I'll respond back. That gives me time to cool off, to process, what I'm doing, and then I can respond back in a logical, rational way. That leads me to my next coping mechanism. So the first coping mechanism was just to be mindful of that emotion. Second one is to count to 10. Every time I would give this to clients that were mandated to come to anger management, they would always say, that's so simple. But it's so simple that people don't do it when they're in the heat of the moment. But it's something that you need to practice. That's why it's good to see a anger management therapist, is to practice that. And so, okay, someone just approached me and you didn't do that, you didn't do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That just gives me a time to process what's going on. You don't have to say it out loud. You can count inside your head while that person is there and just processing it and understanding what you're feeling. That's when that mindfulness should kick back in. I'm getting upset and I need to either, I got to count to 10 so I can process this and get this before responding to that person. Another coping mechanism is just simply walk away. If you know you're a person with trait anger and this person is approaching you and you're being mindful now, you've been trained now to feel that I'm getting angry and know your body, walk away. Walk away. Again, these are simplistic things that you probably could have thought of yourself, but at the heat of the moment, you don't do it. And I always say and to my clients in mental health therapy is that to change something, you must become aware that something is wrong. And so this video is awareness to you that if I have trait anger, if I know people are like, something's not, you blow up so fast. What is that about? And trait anger not only impacts your that left hemisphere, it impacts your whole body. High blood pressure. It impacts your whole body, and you want to get treatment for that, because you don't want to blow up every time someone says something, especially stuff that's not even that, like normal people would just be like, oh, whatever, I'll deal with that. So that's the next one. Some other mechanisms is just walk away, listen to music, exercise, just take yourself out of that situation if you recognize that you have trait anger. And again, I wanted to recap this video, how to identify if you need anger management. And we described two types of anger. One was the state anger, S-T-A-T-E. And the other one, state anger, which is your normal, you get mad, but then you forget about it. It's situational. Whatever. When that situation happened, I was in that moment. After I left that situation, I was out of it, didn't care, didn't think about it anymore. Then there's trait, where that one incident just impacts your whole day, your whole night. Some people hold it on months and years. You ever wonder why someone's mad at you for something you did 2 years ago, but they still don't like you, and still part of that is trait anger, because it will not. It's hard to pull that person down from that high intensity of anger. So that is what we are talking about today, how to identify if you need anger management. I hope this video was of help. It was made to make you aware of anger management and anger issues. And please don't forget to subscribe. Share this video. Share it with someone. Share it with your family members. Share it with people. Share it in mental health groups, places where you think people need kind of mental health information, if you want to call it. Subscribe, like, share. Don't forget to hit that bell again. It will let you know when I'm uploading different content that are probably similar to this stuff. I also cover like hot topics. Again, have a great day. Have a great evening. My name is Dr. Dare, and I am out. Thank you.